What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Pick your meat click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it. Do a step with it. Put your hips with it. All my ladies, let me see you put a twist with it. You can't do it like me. I'm by myself. I do it so good. I don't need nobody else. What's happening? What's up? Got that fired up. What's happening? What's up? Got that in my cup. I can't think. I'm too gold. Don't know how the hell I'm getting home. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? Let me see you do it. Hey,
Strike from the back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club.
Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. He's got the squiver. And he gets the ball all the way down, nearly to the 35 before going out.
Now that is how you get a sideline ignited. That's how you do it. And now from here, you got to start thinking anything short of an opening touchdown would be a disappointment.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Ready. Black, 95, ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little face?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Give on second here to Blue. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they will be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. It's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Dak to the air here. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Blue gets the handle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak now from the gun. And he's going to be touchdown block. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
It's not just imperative for the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Complete out to the right side. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 5 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Cowboys first down.
On the give, it's Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fields the hard squid kick. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Drill green. Smash. Red. 38. Hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's a downfield working the left. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Set. Ready. Set.
1st and 10. It's Hubbard. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
That's Cox. Hits the Arizona rookie. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and goal, Hubbard. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
I'll try with Hubbard. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. That run good for 3 yards, but still a ways out as it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Slide, 10 black. Ready?
4th down, Young. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
There we go, boy. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for Dallas. 1st down. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Now we are still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw once more. Pass is caught by Blue. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Now it's Prescott again. Taking it over the middle by Pickens. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
They kick the running back in motion. Dak throwing again. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Prescott now on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throwing again is Dak. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Hey, 47.
Here's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. Aubrey puts it through. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give them a 1st down. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Ready? Blaster. Shoot. 50. Green. Set.
Final throw before the break. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with blue. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, very good. 26.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And out of a small gain up to about the 32. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
Yeah, very good. We go 46. We go 47. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Dallas first down. RPO, big throw grab by Lamb. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Prescott now off the play fake. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Finds a man right side. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Up the middle, Blue. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
A 3rd down run with Blue. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Looking for somewhere to throw, and they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's got. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here we go.
Blue. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Looking quickly here.
Here we go, 46.
At the 5-yard line.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. It's second and goal.
Yeah, here we go. I think.
Here we go, 47. Two.
Dak now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they'll be left with third and goal.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Yeah!
Third and goal, Prescott. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have fourth and goal after the break. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Blue striker.
Here's Young on first and 10. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. Darion Kendrick with the pick. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, so you couldn't do it.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Completes it again to Pickens. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Yeah, here we go. Right there.
Dak off the play fake. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
As a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
7-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late. It puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On the return, the Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And it's a natural work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
And the Panthers, first down.
First down, and they go right back to it. Hubbard lost it, ball's out. And this is going to be Cowboys football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And they send their back in motion right. Prescott on first and 10. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
6 yards.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. And dose of the hurry up here. We send a man in motion. Prescott now on third down. Going back to that Pickens well again. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They come through with a nice game there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. This is caught by Blue. And he gets this forward to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Cowboys close to picking up their 5th win. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now for Prescott. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. Prescott now on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. Lead him close quickly, he could take it to the house.
Blue. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Blue again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run.
And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Smith on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, ready?
Young working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
45, white. Set, huh?
A 2nd down throw for Young. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Throwing now. Cut down the field. Leggett. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Out of the gun, Young. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
On 2nd and 10, Young. Short pass brought in. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw.
And this is going to be cut for 2, so some fight left in him. Love it. It is back to a 1-score game. So just 1 second to go. They not only have to recover this, they've got to return it all the way. And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win. And he works this to the 38 before going down. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road.